Dr. C here. So on your data sheet, you've got your data table, and below are your calculations. So the first thing it says is do not average your results. So just like last week's lab, what we want to do is we want to do this calculations, do the math for every single trial, and then at the end, we'll average up our molar masses that we found for each trial. Okay, so the first thing is we want to convert all of our measurements to the correct units. Okay, so you got to figure out which ones, but I gave you some of the conversions. So for pressure, we want to get into ATMs, so 760 millimeters of mercury to 1 ATM. We want to convert our temperatures from degrees Celsius to Kelvin, and we want to get our volumes in liters. Okay? And this will be important later on when we do PV equals nRT, because we want our units to be in the right units when we plug this in, because it has to match our R. So that's step one, convert everything. Step two is if we want just the pressure of the lighter gas, then we have to account for the fact that we collected the gas over water. So you've talked about this in lecture, we had to do it last week. So the barometer pressure you got off of the barometer, and then the pressure for the water vapor, you took your temperature of the water bath, and then in your lab, there's a chart, and on the chart, it tells you what the pressure is based on the temperature of the water bath. So then you can plug that in and solve for the pressure of the lighter. Step three is to find the mass of your gas. So we want to know how many grams of the gas we actually created. So you weighed the lighter initially, and then when we weigh it finally, the difference is the amount of gas that was released into our graduated cylinder. So do this subtraction, and then you'll have the gas mass. That rhymes, gas mass. All right, then step four is to figure out the moles of the gas. So we're using our ideal gas law, PV equals nRT. The pressure is the pressure of the gas, which you found in step two, when we did our subtraction. The volume is the volume of the gas, which you should have converted in step one. So make sure you have it in the right units, figure it out. The moles is what we're looking for. R is a constant. If you forget what it is, it's in the introduction. So go back and read your intro to figure that out. And then the temperature, you should have converted also in the correct units up here in step one. So plug it all in and you'll get the moles of the gas. Step five is to find the molar mass. So the molar mass is the amount of grams of the gas over the amount of moles of the gas. The grams of the gas is what we found in step three. The moles of the gas is what we found in step four. So you should do all of this, and now you have the molar mass for every one of your trials, for your 4 trials. Then, I ran out of room on the board. Step 6 says to find the average of your molar mass. So you'll take your 4 trials and find the average of the molar mass. Then step 7 says that you're going to try to figure out what the percent error is. So you want to go in the introduction and figure out which one of those alkanes is your gas. Then you can go and do some research, do some Googling to figure out what the gas should have been and do your percent error, okay? And so that's everything that you need to do for your calculations for this week's lab. All right, guys, have good luck. Have fun.